At the Cocoa Research Center, we have a very vibrant team that works on research, conservation, and outreach activities. This team consists of people who work on disease resistance, morphology of cocoa and the varieties of cocoa we have, genetics and DNA fingerprinting, quality of cocoa, and how the quality can be managed to improve the value of cocoa. The Cocoa Research Center was established in 1930. So we have 87 years of experience in working on cocoa-related research and outreach activities. The Cocoa Research Center has three major mandates. The first is the conservation of genetic resources. So we have an international cocoa gene bank which has 2,400 varieties of cocoa. And this gene bank is used to support breeding programs around the world. So for breeders, we supply different varieties that they need for breeding purposes from Trinidad through an intermediary quarantine at the University of Reading at the United Kingdom. The second mandate is research. We support research in a variety of areas, including improving productivity of the cocoa plant, overcoming challenges that cocoa faces, such as diseases, drought, and cadmium. And we also work on improving quality of cocoa through various methods of processing the cocoa beans. With regard to outreach, we provide a variety of training programs in chocolate making, in training in grafting methodologies, improving the productivity through various methods of disease management, and we also offer training in sensory analysis. In the area of technical assistance, we have supported many countries in the Caribbean region as well as in Latin America with regards to improving quality along the value chain and improving productivity. With regards to research, we offer research assistance to some of the major chocolate companies in the world, such as Mondelez and Mars and Nestle and so on. One of the areas in which our research has focused on is to reducing the amount of cadmium contamination in cocoa beans. We have a project that is funded by the European cocoa industry to reduce the amount of cadmium absorption by the plant, and we are looking at a number of approaches to reducing this contamination. We also work on drought tolerance. Many parts of the world where drought is becoming an important constraint to cocoa production, there is a threat that cocoa production will not be able to continue in these areas. So we are looking at varieties in our international collection that can tolerate drought. And these varieties could be supplied to breeders who can now develop varieties of cocoa tolerant to the drought. Trinidad and Tobago had a very lucrative cocoa industry in the 1920s, when Trinidad used to produce 30,000 to 40,000 tons of cocoa, and it was one of the mainstay of Trinidad and Tobago's economy. But over the years, the industry has declined, and at the present time, the industry produces about 300 to 400 tons of cocoa, which is a minuscule of what we used to produce. The objective of the Cocoa Research Center is to revive the production through working with farmers to increase their business models. So through this, we are hoping that we can increase the productivity of cocoa and therefore the profitability of the farmer, so that farming of cocoa will become an important industry in Trinidad and Tobago. We are also supporting the value addition industry so that we can convert the cocoa that we produced into value-added products such as chocolates and beverages and cuisines and so on, so that we can build a value-added industry around the cocoa sector so that it creates employment opportunities for persons in Trinidad and Tobago.